Hi everyone and welcome to Papa Smurf's Pharmacy. Today we are going to be doing one of my most favorite things in the world, which is weight-based dosing math. So I'm excited, so why don't we just go ahead and jump right into it.
Okay, so one of our problems is we have a medication that comes in and it says we are doing 15 milligrams per kilogram per day in 2 divided doses. And the information given to us is that our patient weighs 186 pounds and our stock of our medicine is 1 gram per 10 milliliters. Now, this is a lot of information to be given at once. And the most important thing is to ignore information until it is vital. So right now, when we're trying to figure out how much of the drug is required per day, let's ignore the stock. We're ignoring the stock, and now we're just going to focus on right here, 15 milligrams per kilogram per day. Now we're going to also ignore this whole half. So this whole half of the board means nothing. It means nothing. So we are going to focus on the left side of the board for right now. So we have 15 milligrams per kilogram. Let's stop right there. Do we have our kilograms? No. Instead, we have our pounds. So our first step is going to convert our pounds into kilograms. Now, we know that 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. So, if we want to figure out our pounds into our kilograms, let's just set that up very easily into our box square to cross multiply. 186 pounds. We always want the top and the bottom to be matching right there. So let's cross multiply. Let's cross multiply 186 times 1. That's still 186. And then let's divide it by 2.2 pounds. And what does that give us? That gives us 84.5 kilograms. Wonderful. So now that we know our kilograms, let's go back to the beginning of this problem. So we have 15 milligrams per kilogram. Now the per, this slash means times. So we're going to times it. So we are going to take our 15, do it right here, and let's times that by 84.5 kilograms. And that will give us our day supply. So let's go ahead and do that math, and that gives us 1,267.5 milligrams. Wonderful. I know, it's awfully written. Please, don't judge my handwriting. That's not what we're here for. Okay, so now we have our day supply. Let's go. That wasn't so hard, right? It's just extra steps. It's extra steps that we got to remember. So now let's move on. Now we're asking how much the drug is required per dose. So now let's go ahead and look at the second part of this equation. So we have 15 milligrams per kilogram per day. So we know that's 1,607. Whoa, let's try that again. So we know that that's 1,267.5 milligrams. That means that we have 1,267.5 milligrams in 2 divided doses. So what do you think we're going to do? I mean, doesn't it kind of give us right there what we're going to do? We're going to divide. So let's take with a 1,267.5 milligrams and let's divide that by 2. What does that give us? That gives us 633.8 milligrams. Wonderful. So now we have our doses right there. So how much of the supply is required per dose? Supply. Well, let's see. Our supply is right here. So now this is where this comes into play. Now what's the difference here? We have 1 gram per 10 milliliters. What's going on here? Because we have milligrams. and that's grams. So why don't we just easily convert our grams to milligrams, so that's why they match. Well, we know that 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. So this really is 1,000 milligrams per 10 milliliters. Let's do our stock. This is where we're gonna do another box. Let's put our stock on top with our milligrams. So we have 1,000 milligrams per 10 milliliters, okay? Now we know from our day supply, because that's what they're asking for per dose, so dose right here, 633.8 milligrams. So let's go ahead and find our milligrams right here and let's match it up. We always want our top and our bottom to be the same. Oh, messed up that line. So once we have our box fully set up, we're simply just going to cross multiply. And then we're going to divide. And that will give us 6.3 milliliters. And now we know this is how much that we want of our stock. So let's go quickly over what we did. All right. Step 1, we looked here and we said 15 milligrams per kilograms. Oop, we don't have kilograms, we have pounds. So step 1 right here was converting our pounds to kilograms. All right. Now we have it. Now we can go back to the equation and we got our 15 milligrams per kilograms per day. So that's what we did over here. We did our math. Boom. We did 15 milligrams times 84.5 kilograms and we got 1,267.5 milligrams. But we're not done because now we need to figure out how much they're getting per doses. So that's where we looked right here to our doses. And we know that it was divided into 2 parts. So that's what we did right here. Step 3, we divided by our doses, by the amount of doses they take per day, which is 2. And we got 633.8 milligrams. But now I need to figure out the stock. But what did we notice again? We have milligrams here, but we have grams here. So our next step was right here. We converted our grams into milligrams. So that's why they matched. Now after we do that, now we can actually do the math, which was right over here, step 5, which was setting up our box. We put our stock on top, 1,000 milligrams, 10 milliliters, and we matched our milligrams here with our dose, with our daily dose supply, which is 633.8 milligrams, which we then times by 10, divided by 1,000, and we got 6.3 milliliters.
So I hope that was able to bring some clarity into how to handle these problems. Please let me know if you guys want me to do more of these. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it, class.